special series, School Matters. We're looking at how this pandemic is affecting students all around the world. Millions, as you know, have been forced to switch to online classes, which have created, you could say, a whole lot of new challenges. Now, one high school senior is hoping to make the school year just a little bit easier. Meg Oliver introduces us to Sophia Joffe. She's helping kids of all ages in a very unique way.
A smoothie that I made, and I have my mask and my backpack, and I am ready to go.
17-year-old Sophia Joffe is back to learning in person at her high school in Toronto.
Good morning.
She calls it a privilege to be physically in class.
All the desks are socially distanced, and this is what our notes look like on the board.
Sophia, like millions of other students, had to turn her bedroom into a classroom back in March when the COVID pandemic began.
How did that make you feel, that social isolation?
It made me really upset, actually, because this part of high school where you get to flourish, it's really difficult to have that being taken away from you.
And then there was the actual learning. When Sophia went to seek out academic help online, she was surprised with what she found.
I remember thinking that, the school systems must have great lists of recommended resources for online learning. And I was wrong. I was binge watching Netflix while doing school, of course. And I did some research on Netflix, and I saw that they personalized their recommendations based on more than 75,000 categories. If we could take that level of personalization and technology to online learning, it could truly transform the world.
So this summer, Sophia launched her own website, eLearn.fyi, a collection of more than 300 online resources. It's one-stop shopping with links to everything from coding and museum tours to foreign languages. The free site has attracted visitors from Canada, the U.S., and more than 100 other countries.
I was so excited. I sent it to all my friends and to the teachers. And I even asked my principal at the elementary school to make sure, to send it to her staff because it is useful.
Karen DANCY's 14-year-old son Liam recently started using the site for help in math.
I have a lot more questions. It's hard to understand things through a computer screen. But with these websites, I can ask the questions at any time I want, really. And I get the answers, and I succeed, and I learn and I understand things.
Well, it's been a rocky time. Nobody expected this.
Researchers found remote instruction during this pandemic could put students anywhere from 3 to 14 months behind in school. Robin Lake is the director of the University of Washington Center on Reinventing Public Education.
There's a lot out there. It's just not organized, and it's not available in a way to parents and educators that helps them separate what's quality from what's not worth their time.
Walking back to class.
And that's exactly what Sophia is trying to change. She's helping put order to these chaotic times.
How does it feel knowing that you are changing the landscape of online learning?
With all the uncertainty of online learning, it's really difficult to digest, and I know that I can't be the only one feeling that way.
A feeling turned into action in a time of need. For CBS This Morning, Meg Oliver, New York.
Boy. You've got two customers with Liam and his mom. I love Liam
happy.
sitting there. Mom was just as excited as everybody else when we were talking about it. So what did she do exactly? She took everything like one-stop shopping? Is that what she did?
Yeah.
I know we're like, please translate.
Well, yeah, that's what she did. And but it all began because she was doing an online course while watching Netflix, which did not escape the attention of parents and teachers out there. It's that's going on a lot.
Yeah, it is.
So you go to one site and then you can get whatever you need.
Yeah, and there's a reason the mothers are as excited as the kids because this has been such a challenge for parents too.
Yeah, your wife's a teacher.
It's really hard getting everybody focused on the same page, and when kids fall behind, it's very hard to bring them back right now.
So, bravo, Sophia Joffe.
Yep. Well done.
Bravo.